under the competition environment is a lot different to what you do in practice.
Poulter from the elevated tee here at the par 5 12th.
It's starting a little up the right, but the wind's bringing it back. Looks like it's going to be perfect to me.
The way he was acting, Robert, I don't think he caught all of that.
And time now for off the tee with Rory playing a TaylorMade's Sim 2 driver. 10.5 degrees of loft on this.
I mean, it's just time for a perfect one. No room for error right now if you're Rory.
Looking a little out of sorts, McIlroy came in here after having
12th down the hill to this green here.
Ian with iron from 266. At first I thought this was a layup, but it is not. Watch this.
That is a big hit, albeit down the hill. And what sort of a shot is this? I told you Poulter will close stuff out. That could be the death knell there.
Sensational shot from Poulter. Now the reply from McIlroy. What does he have left here?
187. I mean, this is one where he either hits it on that back level or pretty much pick up and go to the next tee. Unbelievable shot by Ian. If Rory can answer, and he has wiped it way out to the right. His timing is really off, Mark.
And that's in response to the shot he just hit back there on 11. Water on the left, wind out of the right. He's just turned one too much on the wind, and you know you've got to try and hold one on the breeze, and that is underneath white. And it is a long walk, and there's going to be a lot of range time for Rory McIlroy after this match today.
I think you're right. You know, you're not done after a drumming like this, and IanPoulter, even if you played great, was never going to be a pushover, but boy, he has a long way to go if he wants to, you know, get past the pod portion of this golf tournament. He's just not hitting it well, not putting well. Well, look, he's driving it okay, but, you know, okay for Rory. It's not even that good for him.
Well, the good news is he's got some direction now. You know, when he was at the Players' Championship and after Bay Hill where he was sublime in round one and then struggled afterwards, they've now settled on what's going on. There is a backswing adjustment to be made, but he and Cowan have decided to make downswing adjustments and sort of reverse engineer the golf swing a little bit. And I think that's a good idea, because if you're making adjustments on the downswing, you're going in the direction of hitting shots. So he can be working on something, whereas he's still hitting shots, where if you're just making backswing changes, that doesn't necessarily parlay itself into anything through impact. So there's some direction. I think there's a little light at the end of the tunnel. And let's not forget, he's Rory McIlroy. He's one of the most talented golfers ever really to play this golf game. And at any time he can turn things around. The main challenge really, as far as I see this, is just, you know, trying to keep yourself mentally and emotionally as on point as possible.
Well, that's the trick. And how much lingering mental effect, and we can't know unless we were in his head, but how much lingering mental effect, I guess for lack of a better term, how dumb does he feel for letting Bryson kind of affect his swing and the way he was going at his practice? I mean, he's one of the most accomplished golfers. He's for sure Hall of Famer. You know, how could you fall into that trap at this point in his career?
Rory hanging on to a very thin thread back here at 12.
Going for a flop shot over the corner of this green, and didn't really need to. The trick is really just to get it inside of Ian's.
Settle.
But that top portion of that green over there looks like the hood on your VW bug. It is.
Back at 12, Rory precariously his feet on the bulkhead. Reading this one.
Yeah, I would need my little swimmy arms on if I were going to get that close to the water and try to read this putt.
Gotta get your center of gravity correct too.
It's all over the place right now. As is Rory's golf game. Go ahead and pick it up, Ian. And that's it, 5 up. Lost 4 in a row.
Wow.
So Poulter only has to strike 2 shots at the 12th, but they were glorious, and he takes a 5-up advantage. The end is nigh for Rory, it appears.